Good morning, good morning. Put these headphones on. How is everybody? Oh, not. Because I'm not plugged in. Again, for another look at the markets. Today has been relatively flat after that move yesterday. We're now trending in the, let me start with BTC. So we've been trending a little bit higher, but it's been around this kind of point of control area at 64.30 has been the prime area. On Bitfinex, the area has been a little bit higher at the 68.60 area. Let me just go one day. We can talk about, let's look at one day. All right, so here's one day. So we can see that the point of control has been at 68.98 with also another big volume area at 67.35 for Bitfinex. For BitMEX, it's been kind of mostly around 64.30, and then Coinbase should be pretty similar as well too. Has been at 6,400. So slight differences in the distributions today. We can see that there's a clear cutoff above this 64.50 level. Same thing goes for BitMEX as well too. A lot of volume down below and not much up here. So I would assume that we need to, well, the assumption I'm going to make is that we're going to trend up higher into this kind of 65.45 area as we need to fill out the gaps in the volume area. Let me switch back to a 1 hour chart just for some high definition. So here's the 1 hour chart for BitMEX. I think Coinbase will probably be the better one to look at. It looks okay. I mean, we're trending higher. I would assume that maybe we get up to the 65.20 area. I doubt that we will actually come up here again. So the way that I'm looking at this, at least on a longer time frame, is we come up, we kind of peak in the 65.73 area, and then we come back down. So we're already getting overbought in the 6 hour chart, which shows weakness in move upwards. We may still continue up, especially with what the BTC is doing because of the tether issues. But I think that this move was a little bit too far for where we are right now. So I don't have any thoughts on BTC at the moment. ETH still short. If we take a look at the 12 hour, we can see that the still closing below the 21 period moving average, which is about 206. On the whole though, I would ride this one quite high up. So I would even enter in at 230. So if we get another push up, I definitely will be looking to put more into this short. I've been sitting on the short now for probably 2 weeks or so. Most of the time that I've been doing this this show, so or these live streams. Let's take a look at the other pairs. So we'll look at EOS. Okay, so this is EOS on BitMEX. Still flat. It is oversold though on the hourly, which means that we could get some movement back up into this 8,400 area. Definitely not touching it at the moment though. ADA, looks relatively nice actually. So we're seeing this push up. I don't know. I mean, maybe a short up in this 117 area, but it's not something that I would really look at the moment. I don't really like that trade. This TRX, that is very nice actually. I think we could get a pop up here. So let's take a look at, let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take a look at the 2 hour. Right. Oh, that's really nice actually. So I think there's a good trade here. And taking a long position just to the lows, if it can come down, right? So the assumption is that we're going to pop higher, right? So and then we'll go to new highs. Okay, so this is the trade as I've set it up. Probably even better to look for the lows to be hit, right? And then to use this other low as the previous one. And use this one as the high. Okay. So the risk here is a little bit higher. So the other one had 3% down, and this one has 75% down. 35 and then 75 as we're using, as this would be a 10x trade. You know, if BTC pops, which it looks like it's going to, this would also pop as well too. And I think it would probably touch up to new highs. So it's something definitely to keep an eye on. I'll probably be waiting if we can get a good oversold condition, like a deeper oversold condition on the stochastics. Let me take a look. So somewhere in this range, this high, the previous high is right there. Maybe this like support area, that looks to be a little bit better. Instead of taking the lows, which seems to be a push down to this support level, there was another kind of resistance level at this area, which was touched several times and then pushed through once. So yeah, it's better. So that's 4 to 1 risk. I like that trade setup. Okay, so where's the SAT entry? It's like 360, somewhere between 360 to 370 sats, and then riding it up to 430 sats. I will make that trade today. I'll put it on as I watch. I'm going to watch how this kind of continues to develop. If we get, I'm just going to put a trade in for, so I'm going to put it in for 370 sats, and I will put my first target. So I'll take half off. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to do 370 sats. I'll take half off at those highs, which are 404 sats, and then I'll take the other half off, or I'll take 75% off at 404 sats, and then the other 25% off at 430 sats. And that will be the trade of the day. I'm gonna go take a look at, because I like that setup. LTC, I don't like. XRP, wow, that is juicy. So XRP, I'd want to see a pullback to the 21 EMA on a higher time frame, which is probably down here at about 6,700 sats. That looks really good though. That's very bullish. So even if we get a movement down to here, I'd say 6,800 sats. So I'll look for 6,800 sats. Wow, that's better than TRX. I like that a lot. Possibly. Yeah. Maybe. It's okay. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash looks like it's short. So really the only one that I like is the TRX, the Tron one. Let's switch over to the Binance pairs. And we'll just start from the high gainers. It's weird how it does it. So actually, we'll start from the losers. So MDA is finally coming off. That's pure market making right there. Wow, look at that. Let's go to a 6 hour. Yeah, that's a sell. So on the 6 hour, you're being super aggressive with this. If you caught it, I would want to be out by now. If we close through, if there's a closure below this like 29,000, 30,000 area, 30,000 sats. So if there's a closure below that, it's definitely a sell, which it looks like it already is, and it's going to. Let me switch back out to a 12 hour to make this a little bit easier to see. That's nice. Evrex. That looks very nice. So this is actually very nice because here we have an oversold on the stochastic RSI. If it can come down and touch the 12 hour again, because look, there's no closure below the 12 hour. It's a strong trend upwards. As long as we could come down and probably touch this, a better entry would be in this like below 8,000 sats. WTC, don't like that. No. Steam, no. Wings, no. No. So Go needs to come down probably to here to about 600 sats. Before an entry would probably be a little bit better. Elf, no. Sub, no. See, a lot of these are just. Mithril looks nice actually. Same setup. So look at the same setup. We have the RSI is coming down low, plus as long as it doesn't go through about 530 sats and closes below it, should be all right for the continuation upwards. So many of these have similar patterns, which is not great. Trending downwards. It's not great at all. Yeah, IoTex, that's probably, that's great. WePower, no. Yo-Yo, similar to WePower. Quark, wow, look at that. And it's coming, wow, Quark is going to go way higher. Wow, coming to an oversold point on the stochastic RSI, it's going to go way higher. That's definitely very interesting. Yeah, I don't like a lot of these. Probably just Quark. DLT, probably. You know, here we have an oversold. It's come down and touched the 12-hour trend line, 21 EMA. Man, that's nice. Nano, it's a pile of crap. BQX, possibly. Probably definitely want to wait for it to come down and test the trend line again. But nothing else I like. Eternity still looks nice. Actually, Eternity is really nice because look, here we have an oversold condition on the stochastic RSI. Nice buy signal here. It's very nice. Same thing with ZRX, right? ZRX, oversold condition. It's about to turn over, about to get upward movement again. So this is also very nice. GVT. It's like Genesis Vision. That's pretty cool. MDA, back to MDA again. Okay, so that kind of wraps it up for the Binance ones. What did I like? It was nothing. Evrex, nah, nothing too much. So that's definitely a sell on MDA. probably could pick some up for maybe 20,000 sats. So let's go back to Bitfinex. I'm going to be taking a look at a ICO called Elrond. Met the guys back in DevCon, and man, this laptop gets this Elrond. So it's very slow, very slow when. Here we go, Elrond network. Very slow when it has to do live streams. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be looking at: the world's first high throughput blockchain platform implementing adaptive state sharding and secure proof of stake. It's been a while since I've looked at a project, so we can quickly look at the slide deck. Yeah, it wants me to download. Okay, adaptive state sharding. All right. Scalability, efficient. So yeah, so I'll be looking at this. I think there is scalable value. Right. So let's see. Decentralization. What's SPOS? Something proof of stake? Do they say it here? SPOS consensus. But where do they say what that is? Why would you use SPOS if you don't talk about what it stands for? So it's something proof of stake. Maybe did I see it here? State sharding, adaptive state, secure proof of stake. Right, okay. Secure proof of stake. Secure. Okay. What is this secure proof of stake? Let's look this up. And hopefully my laptop doesn't die. 13-inch new MacBooks are not that great. If MacBook Pros, and if I could, I would rather have a 15-inch. Okay. Corroborus. Okay. Let's look at Elrond. Let's see what ICO dog. Also, let's look at their medium as well too. Okay, it's taking a while. My computer's gonna die. There's nothing I can close except Brave. about. Right, so I'm probably gonna have to dig into the white paper as to what this type of proof of stake is. But anyways, we're gonna take a look at this one. I know Benjamin and Lucien, we met at DevCon last year. Really nice guys. They had been working on the NEM protocol when it was part of the NEM core team. Worked for NEM for a long time. And where is Lucien? Right, and Lucien was also a programmer as well too. So Romanian team, good guys, really doing something quite cool. So we'll take a look at the white paper and then come back with some reporting next time. So do I know any of these people? No. Corcovanu. Man, like Romanian names are hard. There's a lot of like U's and Stancu, Mihai Dorian Stancu, Corcovianu, Christian, and Dan. There we go. Sweet. Easy enough. All right. So I'm just going to leave it at that today. We'll be back tomorrow. Let me know if I should take a look at any coins. Just leave some. Shit. I forgot completely. I didn't look at one chain, which didn't look at one chain, and it didn't look at ontology. How could I do that? Let's go back to the chart. When and if this ever decides to load up. Yeah, I mean, there's some weird stuff going on with Tether. I think the issue with the Tether issue, there has to be something there, right? You wouldn't be seeing these major movements because retail traders don't command that much money. I mean, with the amount of funds that have been flowing out of the Tether wallets or the Bitfinex wallets, it's really interesting, to say the least. Actually, we'll take a look at one. Right, so the one trade was over here at 1586 if you didn't take profits before. So it didn't actually work out. We didn't actually go up and touch new highs. The trade, if you're in it from the beginning, would have taken a maximum of 19% and following the rules 10%, which is still, it's a winning trade. So what I would want to see from one now, right? It is oversold, and we have a nice buy signal here. It needs to come up and it needs to close above this 12-hour moving average, or 21 EMA on the 12-hour. If it can do that, then yeah, then it's a buy again. But it needs to have a clean break, and we also need to start trending up a little bit, which I don't know if we're going to do over the next few days with all the BTC issues happening. Something's starting to sell off. All right, sweet. Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for today. Happy trading, and I will be back tomorrow.